My name is CJ Lloyd Webley. I am working currently on Lyndhurst Memories, which is a piece about my childhood, and it also explores themes of gentrification. I am a writer and theatre maker. So growing up in a deprived area in Birmingham, it causes you to be very creative in the way that you do things. I speak about in the piece the fact that I spent a lot of my days in this area called the Washyard. Now, people are supposed to hang their clothes up in there, but for us it was a space to explore and play, primarily football. But it also gives you the opportunity to connect with people from all different walks of life. So on the estate, I was always connecting with new friends, new individuals that moved onto the estate. They would come and go every 2 or 3 weeks. And so as I've entered into the industry, I've carried those stories with me, I've carried those people with me. So all the narratives that I create and all the opportunities I, come across or get involved with, it's all, harnessed and intertwined into one. So, that's the beautiful thing about growing up where I did. I just learned how to maneuver different spaces. Heading back to the estate, once I was now an adult and not a child, was a very surreal feeling. And it was actually the reason why I wanted to create this piece, because part of it was a struggle to reconcile my emotions. There was a sense of pride in the fact that this was somewhere that I had grown up and I had so much of an affinity towards. But then there was also this darker side, which was actually I don't belong here anymore, or I don't feel like I belong here. And that was as a result of gentrification and the fact that other people have moved into that area, things have changed, it doesn't look the way it used to look. And of course, things do need to change, but the fact of this piece giving me the opportunity to explore my roots, but also reconcile my emotions as an adult now, it's a really kind of therapeutic way to create. And I think that's what the theatre is all about. It's giving you an opportunity to explore, but also get to a place of understanding of your own emotions and for me, my upbringing. Theatre is always about, challenging something. People say that theatre isn't always political, but I think it is. There's always some kind of challenge there. It's about highlighting broader themes that perhaps can inspire an audience into action. And so for me, this piece is no different to that. It's about highlighting an issue of gentrification, of how we preserve our history, and then it's encouraging audiences to have those conversations with myself and also key players within the Birmingham region and the UK that can actually start to think about how we can preserve our stories and preserve the stories of those who perhaps are no longer with us, and spaces that have obviously taken on a different forms. Audience members will be able to come and watch full interview extracts from former residents, pub owner, and also, if I can get the clip, it will be of the newsagent's son. But there'll also be a VR component too, so that people can kind of immerse themselves into that world. They'll put on a headset and they'll physically be in one of the spaces that I grew up in, which was the Washyard. And I think oftentimes theatre has a stigma of being very one-dimensional, only for a particular type of people. And what VR does is it gives people access to the theatre. So my idea is to kind of bring them through those digital mediums into a theatrical space and say, oh, actually, this is something that I can engage with, because those are, I guess, more of the tropes that they'll be used to. Maybe not VR, but definitely digital media. So it gives them a chance to say, right, let me engage with this out here, and then I can enter into this space and engage with something that I perhaps haven't done before. And so it's allowing two worlds to collide, and I think I'm very interested in challenging the form of theatre and how we view it. I believe that when we think about council estates, we often think about the negative tropes and how people from council estates don't tend to have the best quality of life. And I think from my experience, it's about showing what is possible when you invest in areas, invest in people. And the fact that, I am a living testament to what is possible when you invest in people. like the Mac has done with me to be able to tell this story. I think it's just an opportunity to demonstrate that actually there's beauty in all walks of life, and we just have to find those parts of anything and anyone that we want to invest in.